Guys, it's Tina and I am back, and I am here with a requested video on applying false eyelashes, which can be the bane of some of our makeup existences. It can be quite an ordeal, and I've been applying eyelashes for years now, and I've learned different tips and tricks along the way, and I'm gonna show you how to apply eyelashes like a pro, and I'm gonna give you tips and tricks on the different products that I use, the different eyelashes that are best for beginners, novices, and experts, so you can navigate the wonderful world of eyelashes. So let's go ahead and talk about eyelashes. Now, before we get into lash application, I want to go ahead and talk about the tools and the actual lashes. First of all, let's talk about tools. I have here my lash applicator, which is what I use to grab onto the lashes to apply them. Now, this specific pair I got as a free gift with purchase, so I can't tell you exactly where to get this one. But if you search for flat top lash applicator on eBay, you can find these. They're also available on Amazon. But these are the ones that I use, and they're nice and rounded and flat at the edges, so they're safer than a pointed tweezer when applying lashes. Speaking of tweezers, you also have the option of using just a simple pair of tweezers, but I would go with tweezers that have a flat edge. These are the Anastasia Beverly Hills tweezers. These have a flat edge. They do have a point, but they're less dangerous than a fully pointed tweezer that can really damage your eye if you get poked. So try to stay away from pointed tweezers when applying your lashes. Try these flat top ones instead. I also recommend getting a very small pair of scissors. This one is from Tweezerman. It's a brow scissor, and it is really small, and it's easy to go ahead and trim your lashes to the size that you need them to be to fit your eyes. My favorite eyelash adhesive to use is the Revlon Precision Clear Lash Adhesive. It dries clear, it has a brush applicator, and it is waterproof and latex free. They also have a Precision Dark version which dries dark, and this one is an almost black finish. I wouldn't recommend this for beginners. This is definitely for novices or experts, because a dark eyelash glue, if you make a mistake, it's gonna show up on your lids, it's gonna mess up your eyeshadow. It's just best to stay away from dark eyelash glue if you're not already very comfortable with applying false eyelashes. And another thing that Revlon has available is the remover, and this is to dissolve lash adhesive, so you can apply it directly on your lash line to loosen up the glue, or you can apply it on the lash band after you remove your lashes to take off that extra lash adhesive. So here are some of the lash styles that are available on the market. I'll show you different types of lashes and the ones that are best suited for beginners. And we'll start out with these Kiss lashes. They're natural lashes. These are available in different drugstores such as Walgreens, again CVS, and Rite Aid. And what I like about these is they have a thin lash band. So it's a transparent lash band, and you only see the dark spots where the lashes are attached to the lash band. These are very soft, very easy to apply. They're very lightweight, and they feel very comfortable to wear. So I suggest this style or this type of lash for a beginner. And there are various brands on the market that you can choose from. Here are some of my favorites that have a clear band. These are from Beauty Sense, and I picked this up at my local beauty supply store. And these are very easy to apply for beginners because they have that clear band. They're very thin and pliable and very flexible, so they mold and conform to the curve of the eye without any issues. Here are the Ardell Wispy Lashes, which is one of their most popular styles of lashes. And these again have a very thin, invisible band. They also have the Studio Effects Wispies. These are a little bit more amped up. So it's the wispy lash plus a bit more volume. Again, these still have a very thin band, and these are also great for beginners. Another easy option is to go in with these trio lashes. These are from Kiss, and again, these are available in stores like Walgreens and CVS, where you can find Kiss cosmetic products. And these are just trio clumps of lashes on a thin invisible band as well. But these are just little clusters, so they're not a full strip. They're a lot easier to apply, and they're kind of foolproof. So if you just want to practice and try it out and get used to wearing false lashes, this is one that I really suggest checking out. You also have individual lashes, but to be honest, I find these to be a little bit trickier than even a full strip lash. They're definitely trickier than applying the trio lashes, believe it or not. I wouldn't advise you, if you're a beginner, to jump right into individual lashes. They take a little bit more practice, but as you get more comfortable with lashes, I think individuals are a great one to try out as well. Once you've moved on from your beginner stage and you're more comfortable with wearing lashes and you want to amp it up a bit, add a little bit more drama, a little bit more volume, so you want to step it up from the invisible band or clear band lashes, you can step it up to a thicker band that is still relatively thin and flexible. And these are a great option. Again, these are from Kiss and these are their natural lashes. So these are more of a novice lash than an entry-level lash. Once you've gotten comfortable with wearing lashes and applying them, these are your step up to get a little bit more drama to your look. And that's when you start getting into mink lashes, because those tend to have a thicker band. Mink lashes by design are very lightweight because the fiber is a lightweight fiber. So if you're venturing into mink lashes, just seek out brands that have a thinner band that are going to be easier to apply. As a beginner or even as a novice, I would advise you against getting double lashes. These have really thick bands, they're really chunky, they're not very flexible, they're not very pliable, they're difficult to apply. They tend to be the ones that pop up more than anything else because they are so thick. So I would stay away from double lashes such as these. The first thing I do before applying my false eyelashes is go ahead and apply a volumizing mascara to my natural lashes, and this is going to help my natural lashes blend in a lot better with the false eyelashes because it's going to make them blacker, richer, more full, and actually give them a base to apply the false lashes to. This is especially critical when you're wearing eyeshadow, since some of the eyeshadow fall out and the particles can land on your lashes, and these will show through when you're wearing the false eyelashes. So in order to make your false eyelashes really blend seamlessly with your lashes, go ahead and coat those lashes with mascara to cover up any eyeshadow residue and just to make your lashes really rich and pigmented. So I'm going to go ahead and grab a pair of eyelashes. These are the style number 100 from Eylure. And the Eylure packaging is perfect for this because they label the eyelashes right and left with the R and a L, so you can differentiate which one is for your right eye versus which one is for your left eye. And this is easy for applying eyelash glue since the eyelashes are standing upright and you can apply the glue directly to the band without the glue getting all over the place or touching other surfaces. And what you want to do is go ahead and measure the eyelashes up against your eyes. And this is going to determine how much of the lashes you need to clip before applying them to your eyes. And as you get more comfortable with applying false eyelashes, you're not even going to need to do this step anymore. You're just going to be able to clip the lashes and go from there because you can eyeball it from a distance once you get more used to it and more used to applying lashes and knowing just how much lash you might need to clip off, if any at all. Now, when trimming lashes, it's going to depend on the style of the lash and the look that you are going for. Like, these lashes have a definite shorter side and a longer side to it. So if I'm going to snip these lashes down to fit my eyes, I would snip the longer side of the lash because the shorter side is going to be on the inner part of your eye, and that is going to need to remain short. So you're going to want to keep these short clusters right here. But on the outer edge of your eyes, you can always trim away any excess. And with these lashes, I would go ahead and trim in clusters. So I would go right on the lash band and go up against the cluster and clip off just that extra cluster from the end of the lash. I made sure I trimmed the edge of the lash completely off so there is no extra pointy edge waiting to poke me in the eye. So a lot of times you will find lashes have a little bit of an extra overlay of lash band, and you want to trim those off before you apply them to your lashes because those are going to poke you in your eye and it's going to be very uncomfortable. Trust me, you don't want to try it. So you want to go ahead and trim these off. And I do like to trim them at a slight angle so there are no sharp edges. And I just trim it, go right against the lash band and trim off the excess. Now with a lash style such as these where the center of the lashes is the longest part, there's no definitive outer or inner edge, what I would do is I would actually go in and trim the outer edge of the lash. So if this is the left side or the right side, you have to line it up with your eye to determine which end you would be applying on the outer edge. Go ahead and go between the lashes, and you want to make sure you go between the lashes so you don't damage the lashes and cause shedding. Go as clean up against the lash band as you can and clip the lash, the excess off. And then you would want to do this on the opposite side for the other lash. That will make them even so they match up for the left and right eye. Another great tip is to always make sure your lashes have a bit of a curve to them or a little bit of a semicircle shape, because that will help them to mold more easily to your upper lash line instead of laying flat. And you can do that by gently just working them in a little curved motion to really get them to bend and curve to the shape of your eye. Some people also like to wrap them around the curve of their fingers, so the lash will definitely have a bend to them and be more pliable and easy to apply to the upper lash line area. So now that we have the lashes sized exactly how we want, I'm gonna go ahead and grab my eyelash glue, and then I'm gonna remove the brush from the packaging and make sure I have sufficient glue on the brush before going along the lash line. You wanna make sure you have a good coating of glue on the brush tip. Then you will go ahead and apply a very thin layer of glue along the lash band and make sure you completely coat the lash band with that glue. And one critical tip I do have for any lash wear is apply that first layer of glue, a very thin layer of glue to your lashes, and let that dry completely. And as you can see, the glue is a little bit opaque, it's a little bit white tinted, and this is gonna dry clear. So let the lash glue dry completely. Now once the glue is completely dry, you will no longer see it on the lash band. And now you want to go in with a second layer of lash glue, and this is going to be the lash glue that really secures the lashes in place. By having a double layer of lash glue, this really secures the lashes to your lash line and ensure that they won't lift throughout wear. That gives them like an extra tacky base for the lash glue. Now go ahead and apply another layer of lash glue. This one should be a little bit thicker than the previous one, and you want to go ahead and make sure that you apply a good coating of lash glue to the tips of the lashes, so at the very end, because those are more prone to lifting. So just coat the lash bands in a nice decent layer of lash glue. And when I apply my lash glue, I tend to apply some of the lash glue to the front of the lash band, to the back of the lash band, and also to the very tops of the lash band. So I do a thorough coating, and you will see how that becomes helpful in a second. But just allow this to sit for 30 seconds to a minute, and you will know that they're ready to go when they start going a little bit transparent. So you don't want it to dry completely clear. You want it to start drying and getting tacky, and that's going to show when the white starts to disappear a little bit into more of a transparent look. Now you can see that the lash glue is ready. It's not dried completely clear. You can still see a little bit of white, but it is ready to be applied because it is tacky enough to stick to our eyelashes. So what I will do is grab the eyelash with my eyelash applicator right in the middle of the lashes. And then I will look into my mirror, but I will look down at an angle and close my eye. And then apply the lashes directly to the center of my eyelid, lining up with my lash line. So I'm applying this directly to the center and holding it for a couple of seconds. And then I will go ahead and secure the outer end right against my lash line. So I make sure I secure it to the outer end. And again, hold it in place for a couple of seconds, and you want to go directly on your lash line, not on the lashes but on the lash line. And then I will go in and secure the inner part. And if your glue is dried the way it should be, it will stick almost immediately, and you hold it for a couple of seconds until it sticks in place. And then I will go back and push the lashes against my lash line to make sure that everything is secured and it sticks in place. And you can also use your fingers to really push the lashes against your lash line so they're really secured in place. And you will see a little bit of glue that will dry clear, so don't worry about that one bit. Now I'll go ahead and show you that you can do the same thing with just your fingers as your tools instead of using a lash applicator tool. So you're going to go ahead and grab the lashes in the middle of the strip. And again, you're going to look into the mirror with your opposite eye so you can close the one that you're applying the lashes to slightly and apply the lashes directly in the middle as close to your lash line as possible. And if you get it in the wrong position, you can always lift it up and reapply it. So apply it directly in the middle of the lashes as close to your natural lashes as possible. Then go ahead and secure the outer end of the lashes, holding it for a couple of seconds to make sure it really sticks. And then go ahead and secure the inner part of the lash. Hold for a couple of seconds. And then go ahead and secure the rest of the lash band, making sure it sticks to the lash line. Now, one thing I wanted to mention about the placement of the eyelashes is where you put the start of the eyelashes. And I recommend placing them right at the start of my pupil right here. So I don't go all the way to the inner tear duct. I go a little ways in. This way the eyelash stem or the eyelash band won't poke you in your eyes. If you have a little bit of overhang, it won't poke you in your eyes, and that can get really uncomfortable really quickly. So, and then the end of your eyelashes should line up with where your natural lashes end. That's where you want to end them. You don't want to put them out here because it's going to pull your eye down and make it look a little bit off and a little bit awkward. So you're going to trim them to the sizing of your eyes. Now once we have the lash down, another trick that I like to do is go ahead and push the lash band upwards, in and up, so that I get a little bit of the glue onto my lid, and my lid will kind of fold over onto the lashes. And this is a really great way to hide the seam of the lash or the lash band. And if you're not wearing eyeshadow and you're just going for a no eyeshadow look but you still want to wear lashes, that will completely hide the lash band. And you can also pull your lid down a little bit over the glue that's left over, and that's going to completely hide the lash band. And that is a trick that I learned from Alejandra on Instagram. Her name is makeup_aloe, and she has great tips. I accidentally did it a couple of times myself, but I wasn't quite sure of the technique until I saw her demonstrate it on her Instagram page. So definitely check her out. And then another trick that I've been doing to make my lashes really blend in seamlessly with the false eyelashes is to grab an eyelash curler. This is my S curler from Shoot-Amora, and you can pick it up on their website. It's an open gauge eyelash curler, meaning it has no cage at the sides. So it's open-ended, and there are a couple of these on the market. You don't have to get this one, but this one is perfect and I love using it. And what I will do is go in and curl my natural lashes with the false eyelashes. Just giving them a couple of squeezes to get those lashes really blended together so you can't tell where my natural lashes are and where the false eyelashes are. You can't see a separation at all. And if you have this right up against the lash band, which will take practice, these lashes will look like they are your own even though they're not. And another thing you can do to hide the lash band is grab a black eyeliner. This is the Infallible, the Super Slim Eyeliner from L'Oreal Paris. It has a very fine felt tip, and this is perfect for getting right along the lash line and covering up any extra glue where the glue dried and it's a little bit shiny, or for disguising the lash band against your lash line. And what you want to do is go right on the lash band and just run along the areas where you see the glue maybe showing through or the lash band maybe showing through. And you don't have to apply an actual winged liner at all. You can just go directly on the lash band and go over the exposed glue or the exposed lash band just to cover that up so it blends in with your lashes and looks a lot more seamless. And there you have it. My lashes are applied. They fit right against my lash line area. They blend in nicely with my natural lashes, and they look pretty seamless to me. What do you guys think? And now after a day of wear, you want to go ahead and remove these. Don't sleep in your eyelashes, ladies. Just really tacky. Don't do that. Go ahead, and I just gently pull down on the outer end of the lash, and it will just remove the lash really quickly, really simply. And my natural eyelashes don't get pulled out with the eyelash strip because I don't glue the eyelash directly to my lashes. I glue it to the skin of my eyelid. In case you did get some glue on your natural lashes, a gentle tug at the edges of the lash will loosen up the end, and then you just very gently pull with your finger to remove the lash band, and that is going to help make sure your natural lashes don't come out with the lash band. And if you have a little bit of glue residue, like I mentioned before, you can use the Lash Glue remover. Just a little bit, dab it over the glue and remove the excess adhesive. You can also use an oil. I use coconut oil, which is a really good way to soak off any excess glue residue, as well as eyeshadow. Waterproof mascara, it really takes it off well, so that's a great way to remove it as well. And then when you have your actual lashes and you want to rewear them, what you're gonna do is gently pull at the lash band to remove the excess adhesive and glue from the lash band. Now be very gentle with this, especially if you have delicate lashes. You're just gonna pull the glue off, and I just use very small tugs just to get the excess glue off, and I hold the lashes themselves firmly in place, so I'm not pulling the lashes at the same time. I'm just pulling the glue off the lash band. And again, you can use that adhesive remover to run along your lashes. I just don't like to get my lashes wet. That's why I don't apply mascara to them when I apply them. I just use the lash curler. So I don't use products that would coat them because that's gonna lessen the usage I get out of them. I wanna wear them a couple of times before I toss them out because some of these lashes can get really expensive. And then once you're done, you just go ahead and pop them right back into the packaging that they came in. You can also get an eyelash case where you can store them. I just put them right back in the packaging because why would I have to buy an additional storage container when the little container that they come in is good enough for me to secure these for the next time I wear them. Alright guys, so hopefully you learned some tips and tricks and a better technique to applying your false eyelashes. It is not the most difficult thing in the world, but it can get a little tricky, and even if you've applied 100 eyelashes, there's always going to be that one day when you just can't get it right. So just keep practicing. Even the best of us get it wrong sometimes. Keep practicing. Eyelashes are fun. I love the accent that they add to eyes, and I really enjoy wearing them. So hopefully this video was helpful for you guys. As usual, I'll leave links to all the products that I mentioned in this video. If you have any more questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments and I'll answer them as best as I can. And until my next video, which will be very soon, I'll talk to you. Bye guys!